Good morning, students. You have studied about the solutions of the problems using the transformation formula in the earlier sessions. In this session also, I am working out the same type of problems where either sum or difference would be converted products or vice versa. Now, in the first problem, of course, all the results we are proving certain result here. See, I am having in this problem, I am having two terms. Each term is a product of two terms. So, first I have to convert that product into sum or difference. Then we may have to use again the transformation formula from other way, that is sum or difference to product, because the right hand side is again a product. So, that is what I told you, you have to be familiar with all the formulae. In same problem, we will be using more than one formula. Now, the problem is like this. Prove that cos of 2x into cos of x by 2. So, I am giving a half angle, be careful, minus cos of 3x into cos of 9x by 2. 9x by 2. This should be equal to sin 5x, sin of 5x into sin of 5x by 2, sin of 5x by 2. So, you observe here the left hand side, that is what I told you just now, left hand side is having product, each term is a product of two terms here. So, it is of the form cos x into cos y, cos x into cos y. The right hand side is of the form sin x into sin y. So, first let me start with the left hand side and try to get the right hand side. Now, cos x into cos y. See what is the formula here? Cos, because same formula I am using, I am writing here. Cos x into cos y could be written as half of cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y. So, this is the formula, half of cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y. So, both the terms I am using the same formula. So, I write here half of cos of x plus y, x means 2x, y means x by 2. So, cos of 2x plus x by 2 plus cos of 2x minus x by 2. Say once we add, then we subtract. These angles are same. Close the bracket. Minus again the same formula I am using, cos of x plus y, 3x plus 9x by 2 plus cos of 3x minus 9x by 2. Okay. So, first I am writing this one. I am making use of that formula. You can quote that in the working column. Now, first let me take that half as common factor. Let me write all the terms here. Remember, both the terms should be multiplied by the minus sign. Simplify this one. See, if you cannot do directly, you show in the working column. But look here, 2 is the LCM. So, when you take 2 is the LCM here, 2 2s are 4. 4x plus 1x, it is 5x by 2. Plus, same thing here also, 2 is the LCM. 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 1, that is 3x. So, 3x by 2. Now, both the terms become negative. Cos of, again, the LCM is 2. 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 9, it is 15x minus, be careful, minus, it is cos of LCM is 2. 2 3s are 6. 6x minus 9x is minus 3x. Close the bracket, because all these terms now should be multiplied by half. Now, this is half of cos of 5x by 2 plus cos of 3x by 2 minus cos of 15x by 2. Now, come to this one. We are using the formula cos of minus theta. What is cos of minus theta? It is cos theta. That is about the trigonometric ratios of minus theta I had given you. So cos of minus theta, you can write cos of theta only. Now, why I am using that one? So that these two terms now they get cancelled. Now what is remaining now? Half of, write the remaining terms. It is cos of 5x by 2 minus cos of 15x by 2. See, you observe for both the terms here, I made use of the formula cos x into cos y. So I converted that product into sum, isn't it? Look at the terms that I am having now. It is cos c minus cos d. So other set of formula. It is the difference of the two functions which has to be expressed as a product of two functions. What does that formula say? It is cos c minus cos of d is minus 2 times sin of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. So in the place of c and d, what are the angles I am having? 5x by 2 and 15x by 2. Both of them are half angle, for half angles. So you have to be careful. Apply the same formula. Half of, better write the minus bracket because we are having a minus sign, minus 2 times sin of, be careful about the arithmetical calculation. C means 5x by 2, D means 15x by 2. C plus D by 2 means it is 5x by 2 plus 15x by 2 whole thing divided by 2. See, don't get confused between these two and these two. It is sin of C plus D divided by 2. This is 2 in the formula, but C and D themselves are half angles into sin of it is c minus d, that is 5x by 2 minus 15x by 2 divided by 2. Okay, into close the bracket. First of all, you cancel 2 and half. Now let me write the remaining part here. Do the simplification. We arrive at the result here. Now what is remaining? That minus sign is there, isn't it? Minus sign is there. But first what I do is, I add the terms in the numerator, then finally I divide by 2. So for the numerator, it is the LCM, write the first denominator as it is, write a smaller line here, it is 5x plus 15x divided by 2 and another 2. Don't cancel these two. 2 and 2 don't cancel, they come to the denominator position itself, into sin of, write the remaining one, that is 5x minus 15x by 2, write a bigger line, write this one. Be careful about the arithmetical calculation, that too especially when you are dividing a fraction by another fraction, minus sin of, write 15 plus 5, how much is that one? 20x, 20 divided by 2, that is 10x. And this too I am writing. So only the numerator I had simplified and written this too as it is. Similarly, it is sin of 5x minus 15. What is 5 minus 15? Minus 10. Divided by 2 is minus 5x and divided by this too I am writing here. Now one more cancellation we can do, and it is minus sin of 5x. But again you know that sin of, here you can't do any cancellation, sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. So into minus sin of 5x by 2. Here I could do the cancellation. So minus of minus plus, we get the answer sin 5x into sin of 5x by 2. So this is the right hand side we needed. So this is how you have to solve the problem. These are all problems you can expect for 5 mark questions, because you observe we are having so many steps here in solving the problem. So first step we applied one formula for both the terms. Then we did the simplification. After simplifying, we got the terms in which we have to make use of the other type of the transformation formula. And then finally simplifying, we get the right hand side. So you have to be familiar with all the formula, all the 8 formulae, then only you can work out the problems. Now, let me move on to the next problem. Next problem is again different from the earlier problems. Here again, it is containing the square terms here, that is, prove that cos square x plus cos square of x plus pi by 3 plus cos square of x minus pi by 3, you should show that it is equal to 3 by 2. See, it is a number. It is a number. We don't have any trigonometric function at all, isn't it? Cos square x plus pi by 3, cos square x minus pi by 3 would be equal to 3 by 2. So, here again I am just recalling the formula. Cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x by 2, that is, I am converting the square term into the multiple angle formula, because in one of the earlier problems I told you, if you have a square term, you cannot apply the transformation formula directly. So, what is the formula I need here? I can write it as cos square x could be written as 1 plus cos of 2x divided by 2. So, these are important formula of the multiple angle, you have to remember always. Now, this formula for all the 3 terms I am using. See, when x is there, right hand side is 2 times that angle. Here direct application of the formula. Whereas here in the place of x, what do you have? X plus pi by 3, that has to be multiplied by 2. This is x minus pi by 3, that has to be multiplied by 2. So, here you have to be careful. Start with the left hand side. Write the first term as 1 plus cos of 2x divided by 2. It is a direct application of the formula. Whereas for the other two, you have to write it properly. 1 plus cos of, this is x there. That means 2 into x plus pi by 3 divided by 2. If you want, you can use another bracket like this to avoid confusion. It is 1 plus cos of 2 into x minus pi by 3 and divided by 2. So, quote that formula in the working column. So, I am using that formula 3 times here. First, let's see, all the terms are having 2 in the denominator. Take that 1 by 2 and observe right hand side we are having 3 by 2. So, that 2 we need here. Then write 1 plus cos of 2x plus 1 plus cos of, see here you multiply 2x, right, 2x plus 2 pi by 3. See, both the terms have to be multiplied by 2 plus 1 plus cos of 2x minus 2 pi by 3. Close the brackets. 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, that would be equal to 3 by 2. Okay. 3 is inside the bracket. Of course, we have to get 3 by 2 only finally. So, first I am adding. Afterwards, when multiply by that number, we get 3 by 2. So, 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. Now, write the remaining terms. Cos of 2x plus cos of 2x plus 2 pi by 3 plus cos of 2x minus 2 pi by 3. Now, what is the answer you require? Only 3 should remain. See that we don't have any trigonometric function. That means all the 3 terms somehow have to be cancelled. You cannot do the cancellation directly. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 terms. So, in between we are having. So, to make use of the formula cos C plus cos D. Which 2 you take together will be beneficial. Look at this one. Cos C plus cos D. You have to think on those lines. Cos C plus cos D formula. What does it say? 2 cos C plus D divided by 2. C plus D means this is positive, that is negative. That angle gets cancelled. Correct? Next, cos of C minus D by 2. C minus D means 2x gets cancelled. So, if you select these two, when you apply the formula cos C plus cos D, it is easier to do simplification. You can take this also, but that becomes cumbersome. We will be having more number of terms to arrive at the right hand side. So these two I am combining and applying the formula cos C plus cos D. So it is half of 3 plus, keep this cos of 2x as it is, and this is cos C plus cos D. How do you write this one? It is, what's the value? It is 2 times cos of C plus D. C means 2x plus 2 pi by 3 plus 2x minus 2 pi by 3 divided by 2. Cos of C plus D divided by 2 into cos of C. C means 2x plus 2 pi by 3 plus minus means 2x minus of minus plus, it is divided by 2. Close the bracket. Close the bracket. So what I have done here? Keeping the first term as it is, for this is the form cos C plus cos D, I have applied the formula 2 cos C plus D by 2 into cos of C minus D by 2. Now let me simplify and make use of the allied angle. Automatically you get the right hand side. So this would be equal to half of 3 plus cos of 2x plus 2 into, look here, in the first bracket 2 pi by 3 minus 2 pi by 3 they get cancelled, 2x and 2x no, they get cancelled. What is remaining? 2x plus 2x, that is 4x by 2, cos of 4x by 2. Directly you can add 2x also if you are very much confident, otherwise you solve the problem step by step. Now 2 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3, simple addition, it is 4 pi by 3 divided by 2. These two are in the denominator position only. Close the bracket. Now let me simplify further and use the allied angle rule to arrive at the result. It is half of 3 plus cos of 2x plus 2 times cos of, here 2 1s are 2 2s are, you can cancel, it becomes again cos of 2x. Look here, now 3 and 2 they are in the same position, you can cancel the 2 times. What we are having now? It is 2 pi by 3. Okay, 2 pi by 3. Now this is an unknown angle, unknown number, you can't do any simplification, whereas 2 pi by 3, that is 2 into 60, 120 degree. It is in the second quadrant, you can make use of the allied angle and you can get the exact value of that one. That helps us to get the right hand side. So it is half of 3 plus cos of 2x plus 2 times cos of 2x into, write this as pi minus pi by 3. So I have told you, you have to be familiar with the radian measure. Maximum problems it will be given in terms of radian measure. You take the LCM, 3 minus 1, 2 pi by 3, and pi means 180. So 180 minus something means same function continues, using the second rule of the allied angle. And here one is minus, same function continues, and cos of pi by 3, cos 60 has got the value half, 1 by 2. So let me write that one. It is half of 3 plus cos of 2x plus 2 into cos of 2x into, if you write one more step better, minus cos pi by 3. Minus cos pi by 3, that is half of 3 plus cos of 2x plus of minus minus. Now the term has become negative, cos of 2x and cos pi by 3, that is cos 60 has got the value half. Now see 2 and 2 they are cancelled. What is remaining? 3 plus cos of 2x minus cos of 2x. First you cancel this one, we get cos 2x minus cos 2x, even they get cancelled. So what is remaining? Only 3. and 2 outside. So the answer is 3 by 2, that's equal to the right hand side. Same type of problem can also be given. Instead of cos square, sin square can be taken, then the angle would be different, but the same type of answer you will be getting, which is on the right hand side, that is 3 by 2. Instead of pi by 3, it can be given as 2 pi by 3, but the same way you have to apply the multiple angle formula and convert the degree to the multiple angle, then you can make use of the formula. Now, the next problem, again it is given in terms of the radian measure. 2 cos pi by 13 into cos of 9 pi by 13 plus cos of 3 pi by 13 plus cos of 5 pi by 13. Cos of 5 pi by 13 should be equal to 0. So this is a little bit different problem. The right hand side is 0 means, what does it mean? All the terms, they should get cancelled. All the terms, they should get cancelled, then only you will be getting 0 here. Now, two types of terms are there. It is of the form 2 cos x into cos y. It is a product. And these two are of the form cos c plus cos d. Here, either you can use the formula, the product to sum or difference can be used for this one. So, 2 cos x into cos y. What's the value? Cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y. Then don't simplify both of them. Either use the formula for this or use the formula for this. Both have the same number of steps. Or else if you use the formula for this one, it is of the form cos c plus cos d. So what's the answer there? It is 2 times cos of c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2. So you can convert this into product and get cancelled with this one, or convert that into sum and get cancelled with this one. Both are correct. Don't apply the formula for both of them, you will not be getting any answer. I am keeping this as it is. I am applying the formula cos c plus cos d for the second set of term. So the left hand side, this would be equal to 2 times cos of pi by 13. See, this pi by 13 is not a standard value. So write it as it is. With the help of that only we are solving. Now cos c plus cos d, it is 2 times cos of c plus d by 2. Cos of c means 3 pi by 13, d means 5 pi by 13, whole thing divided by 2. 2 cos c plus d by 2 into cos of 3 pi by 13 minus 5 pi by 13 whole thing divided by 2. So keeping the first product as it is, I am converting the second set of terms, which is of the form sin c plus sin d, using the formula 2 cos c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2. Here also a product, there also a product, so that they have to get actually cancelled. So keep the first one as it is. Don't make any changes here. Cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13 plus 2 into, simplify this one, cos of, see, the LCM is 13 for both of them. This 2, it goes to the denominator position. So what is the numerator? 3 pi plus 5 pi. Similarly, you write this 13 is the LCM, 2 is this denominator, it is 3 pi minus 5 pi. Now, you can simplify further. 2 cos pi by 13 into cos of 9 pi by 13 plus 2 into cos of, look here, 5 plus 3, 8. It is 8 pi by, you can write it as 13 into 2 as it is. Don't multiply. Now, into cos of 3 minus pi 5, that is minus 2 pi divided by 13 into 2. So that you can cancel this one, 4 pi, and you can cancel 2 here. Now again one more step. It is 2 times cos of pi by 13 into cos of 9 pi by 13 plus 2 times cos of 4 pi, 2 fours of 4 have cancelled, 4 pi by 13, and here you know that cos of minus theta is cos theta, therefore it is cos of pi by 13. See, our answer should be 0. Look here, 2 cos pi by 13, 2 cos pi by 13. Only this should be changed, either this should be changed or this should be changed. In the place of plus we should have minus. Then only we can do the cancellation of both the terms. So here I am using the allied angle rule. How do you write that one? Write it like this. It is equal to 2 cos pi by 13 into cos of 9 pi by 13. 9 pi by 13 plus 2 into, use the allied angle rule for the first term, keep the second one as it is. See, I am using this rule as 4 pi by 3. Look here, it can be written like this. I'll explain about how I get this one. Look here, suppose I take the LCM. 13 is the LCM, 13 pi minus 9. 13 minus 9 equal to 4 pi. So, this 4 pi I can write it as 13 minus 9, or it is pi minus 9 pi by 13. Now, pi minus something, pi means 180 degree, pi minus something means it comes in the second quadrant where cos is negative. And also when I am using pi or 180 degree, the same trigonometric function continues. So, how do you write this one? It is 2 cos pi by 13 into cos of 9 pi by 13 minus 2 times cos of 9 pi by 13 into cos of pi by 13. Now you observe the same product we are having. One is positive, the other is negative. So they get cancelled. Hence we get 0, which is the right hand side. See, these problems have been given in your NCERT book. Therefore, such problems only you can expect in the examination. So here this problem, though that 13, the given angles were not at all standard angles, but we have to use the allied angle. So here we had two choices, to convert the sum to product or product to sum. So don't apply both the formula together. So any one you have to apply, and then the right hand side 0 means the terms, they should get cancelled. One should be positive, the other should be negative. So then only you can get the result. Now the next problem is, here we are having 3 terms on the left hand side. It is prove that sin of 3x plus sin of 2x minus sin x. You should show that this is equal to 4 sin x into cos of x by 2 into cos of 3x by 2. Cos of 3x by 2. See, again when we are having 3 terms here, which 2 should be taken into consideration? That is a question. I have told you, for that look at the right hand side and you will get the result here. See, you can take these two also. Apply the formula sin C minus sin D, or you can take this and this. Preferably, you see that the numbers when you combine, we try to get a whole number, not a fraction value. Of course, we are having half angle here, we will be getting that. First, let me combine the terms in an easier way. It is sin 3x minus sin x. The first and the third one I am taking. The second one is sin of 2x. Write it as it is. Sin of 2x. Now, for this I am using the formula sin C minus sin D. So, what is the value? 2 cos C plus D by 2. 3x plus 1x by 2 into sin of C minus D by 2 plus sin of 2x. Sine of 2x. That is 2 times cos of 3 plus 1 4 divided by 2, that is 2x, into sine of 3x minus 1x divided by 2, that is x. Now at this stage the sine of 2x, you know that you can make use of the multiple angle formula to sin x into cos x. My idea is we have to have sin x on the right hand side. You can take out that sin x as a common factor and also the number 2. So take that common factor 2 sin x. What is remaining here? It is cos of 2x. And what is the other term? It is cos x. See, here we made use of sin c minus sin d formula. Which formula does it resemble? Cos a plus cos d formula. Apply the result. 2 sin x, write it, cos c plus cos d, it is purely a cosine product. 2 times cos of c plus d by 2. 2x plus 1x by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2. 2x minus 1x by 2. So 2 into 2, 4 sin x, 3 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 divided by 2, that is 3x by 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, it is x by 2. See, that was what we needed on the right hand side. So hence we get the right hand side. So whenever 3 terms are there, see which two, combining which two particular terms, now you will be getting the required answer rather easily. So in the next session also, I will be working out some problems connected with the transformation formula. Thank you.